Happy Sunday, everyone. So I'm using a different device. I hope the volume is all the way up for you. I am double checking. I'm using a different little device up here to look at. At some point, I'm going to get myself a whatchamacallit, a webcam, a good webcam. So I'm using another phone. So I want to make sure that the volume is all the way up for you guys. Let me know if you can hear me or can't hear me or whatever. If you look in the YouTube chat, you will see that the link is pinned to come and join me on the screen. So come on and join me on screen. Hoping the sound is coming. I'm checking the YouTube chat now to make sure everyone can hear me. Okay, Treese says the volume is good. At least I think that's Treese. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So yeah, good. I'm glad the volume is good. I am sipping on my peppermint tea this morning in my crystal mug. My name is Crystal and these are crystals. Each and every one put on by hand by my friend Taninia, who does those mugs, tumblers rather. It's an insulated tumbler. So this is my tea drinking cup. Anyway, join me on screen. Go ahead and wait in the green room once you jump on and we can get this party started. Thank you to all my moderators for jumping on. I know, Ms. V, if you're too tired, if you're on, you may exit. There are other moderators here. So we're all covered in that department because I know sometimes that's a lot for you. So I get it. Lots of folks on this morning. Hey, Rosa. Thanks for modding for me, Susan. Thanks for modding, Judy. Thank you for modding. Pam Scales, good morning to you. Thank you for being channel partner. Valerie, thank you for being a channel partner. Susan and Rosa, thank you for being channel partners as well. At the top of your YouTube chat, there is a pinned comment. If you click on that pinned comment, it should open fully up and then you can see the link to join me. It's also going across your screen as a ticker on the bottom. It's got a lot of little numbers and stuff, so you might want to just click that and you can join me on screen. Make sure you're using headphones or earbuds or a Bluetooth, some kind of device and turn your YouTube off because you'll be seen on this screen and we don't need your YouTube playing in the background, especially if you're coming on a laptop, computer, desktop, something like that. We don't need competing sounds. Anyway, join me. Darlene says, good day, Crystal. I'm glad I was able to join you. Thank you for joining me. I don't know if this is your first time joining a Sunday live. They used to be Saturday live. I was about to say Saturday. We changed them to Sunday starting this year. So hi, Tamika. Peace to you too. And yes, rise and shine. So I do have the book of questions. We'll do that a little bit in a few minutes. But I just want to remind everybody, for those that don't know, and for those that are watching the replay, that I do have a social platform, the VFFSC, Vanner Fanner Family Social Community. crystalvanner.com. Join us over there. You can find me on all social platforms under Crystal Vanner, Facebook page. I have a Instagram account. I have a Twitter, and I even have a Pinterest. If you're interested in Pinterest, I don't do Pinterest very much anymore, but I'm going to try and get back into it a couple times a month, maybe throwing a couple pins up there. I don't really surf the web like that much, but I'm going to try and start making some, individual pins or something. But if you want to join my personal social community, if you're not a social type person, you don't like social media, blah, blah, blah. I get it. There's a lot of ads. There's a lot of gunk on there. But if you join the Vanner Fanner Family social community, we don't have that over there. So go over there, take a look around, see if you like it. We just started it this year, January 1st. So today's the 10th day of having it. So the more people that are on it, I feel like the better of a community it will be. So check that out. Definitely. I don't know why you do that while I'm on. You know I am on. Anyway, just as a reminder, as I was reminded in Texas I hadn't gotten to yet, just to let you know that this live is being run by the sponsorship of Nomad Internet, which my hotspot is sitting right behind me. It is running my laptop. It is running my regular cell phone. It's actually running my iPad, which I'm on Clubhouse. If you're on Clubhouse, look me up. And it's running the device I'm using as a camera right now. So it can hold and run a lot of things. And I, of course, am streaming on 2 different devices, watching on YouTube on one device. And I've got Clubhouse, which is an app running in the background. Just have the volume turned down low. So yeah, Nomad Internet is my sponsor. If you're not familiar with them, the link is down below in the description box, Nomad Internet. Do not forget, when you go over there to get service, use my discount code, Crystal Vanner 25 for a discount on your service. Hey, Auntie Catherine, how are you? Thank you for being a sponsor, a channel partner of the channel. Appreciate it. Hey, Eve, how are you? Thanks for joining us on Freaky Friday with your the girls at the hostel. I appreciate that. That was really sweet of you guys to join us. If you are not familiar with Freaky Fridays, we had a blast. It was very fun. So thank you, E, for joining us there. I really, 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 really appreciate this. And as always, just know that this channel does not make content for children, just by way of disclaimer. Okay, everybody's hearing me okay. I've got all kinds of things popping up. I thought I turned the volume down on this phone. Apparently I didn't turn my notification volumes down. There we go. Whoops. There we go. Now I shouldn't hear anything, even if it pops up, hopefully. Hopefully. Thank you, Rosa, for also joining me on screen with Freaky Friday. I think a lot of people are just really nervous about being on, video. I will tell you this, just come on and turn your camera off. You can use a profile picture as your avatar. It'll give you, before you even jump on, it's not like you click on the link and you're automatically on the camera. So when you click on the link, it will ask you some questions. Will you allow your camera to be used? Will you allow your mic to be used? And say yes to both of those. And then it puts you in a green room, like a waiting room. When you're in the waiting room, you can then go in and change your name. So it's something that, other people won't know, your initials, whatever you want us to call you within reason. And then you can change your avatar. There's a way to change your avatar. You can use that to something else if you want. Or you can just turn your camera off at that point and then join me that way. So feel free to jump on and join me. I hope I'm going to say this right. Ziamara. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but I'm glad you caught me today too. It's always fun to have people who have never been on any sort of a live with me to jump on. So these lives are only 30 minutes. So we already are 8 minutes in. So let's get started on our book of questions. I'm going to just randomly start it off. And then the first person I see in the chat that answers the question, and someone who hasn't really answered much before, we're going to try and change it up. I'm going to get them to pick the next number. So this book of questions is questions about any and everything. And it is from 1 through 200 and I can never remember. 218, is it? 217. So I'm just going to randomly flip and stop wherever. All right. So this is question 108. You are invited to a party that will be attended by many fascinating people you've never met. Would you want to go if you had to go by yourself? Yes. I know my introverts will probably be like, nah, fam, I ain't doing that. I am an ambivert in social settings. I am very social, but it takes a day or two, or sometimes 3 or 4 of time by myself to recharge my batteries after being so social. But if it was a lot of fascinating people, especially like famous people, oh yeah, I'm going by myself, or not, I'm going and I'm taking all the selfies so I can have proof. I want the receipts. No. Most people are like, nah, man, I ain't doing that. That's funny. I love it. Tree says no. Susan says no. Rosa says yes. CJ says yes. Hey, CJ. Tamika says no. Carbon Nomad says yes. Martha, no. So, exactly, CJ. CJ says, I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert, so it'd be a little painful, but love new experiences too much. That is definitely true. I think it would be worth the uncomfortableness in the beginning it would be worth the uncomfortableness in the beginning or even throughout the whole night to never have had the experience and regret. Why didn't I go to that one party that one time? Who knows who I could have met? So I'm just saying. Treese, since you're the first person I see and I don't recall you ever doing a number, can you go ahead and choose a number between 1 and 217 for us? And I'll watch all the chats because I do have a delay. There's a delay between the streaming platform I'm using and YouTube. So I'm my eyes are darting all over between the 3 screens trying to make sure I keep up with the chat. Don't forget, put your questions in all caps, and your questions don't have to be about these questions. They can be general van life questions or general, I want to know something about Crystal Vanner type questions as well. And she's choosing 61. This is a good, funny one. 61. Can you urinate in front of another person? Yes, because if I have to pee, I have to pee. I'm very big on bladder and urinary health. Because I'm one of these people who had lots, and I'm telling you, when I say lots, I mean lots of UTIs in my 20s, early 20s specifically, and could not figure out why I was having them so much. And it basically boiled down to too much caffeine. So I don't drink caffeine. Every once in a while, I really don't drink sodas at all, but every once in a while we'll have ginger ale. Ginger ale is kind of my weakness. I probably have more than I should. But yeah, I'm going to let it rip. I'm peeing. I get up sometimes 4 or 5 times in the night. I try not to hold my urine. I really don't. So Tamika says yes. Marcia says no. Marcia says no. Martha says yes. Susan says yes. Jody says yes. Ronald, hey Ronald, says yes. Yes. Ziamora says yes. Oh no worries, Teresa. A lot of people have to leave lives early, and we were on there for 2 hours, so I get it. CJ says yes. Thankfully, pee shyness sounds so uncomfortable. Yeah, I got to go. I got to go. So I'm going to have Treese. Since you gave us 61, can you go ahead and choose someone from the questions in the chat? Choose someone to choose the next number for us. I'm going to let you choose instead of me choosing. I always choose. Nobody wants to join me on screen, huh? We don't have much more time. We're halfway through our live. Jump on here. Just get your shyness out. Come on. CJ sings, let it go, let it go. Ziamora, she picked you. You've been picked. Give us a number between 1 and 217, Ziamora. I'm looking at the top of my screen and I realize that where it says live, can you guys see the banner that says live and it has the minutes? I don't know if you guys see that. I'm going to look and see on my device. Maybe you guys don't see that. Oh, okay. You guys don't see that. Okay, that's good. Because I was like, oh no, I have to move my thing down. But no, okay. You guys don't see that. Well, that's good. Good to know. Oh, it's okay. Just choose a number for us then, Ziamora, to jump. You don't have to jump on. I was just letting people know that if they wanted to jump on, now is the time. So she is choosing 111. 111. That should be a good one. Let's see. One more page. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm not answering this question, but y'all can. If your parents became infirm and the only alternative to bringing them into your home was to put them in a nursing home, would you do so? What about a sister or brother who suffered a permanently crippling injury, and other than your home, you had nowhere to go but a convalescent home? So basically, this is saying you don't have a choice. Would you or would you not? It says the only other alternative to bringing them into your home was to put them in a nursing home. Would you do it? Of course. Why would you not want them to have care, even if you couldn't do it? I'm just saying. While I'm waiting for those. Being asked a question here. So, expedition overlanding, nomadic adventures. That is a mouthful. Hey, Crystal, I'm late arriving. Are you going to Quartzsite, Arizona this year? Negative. So, for those that have not been keeping up with my channel, who have left me, that's right, I'm calling you out. For those that left me and are now just coming back because I all of a sudden popped up into your recommendations. I had an accident and my blue van Taurus was totaled. And while I did buy him back from the insurance company of the person that hit me, the company who totaled it, he is drivable, but is completely crushed in the back. And I don't plan on fixing him at the day of me saying this, January 10th, 2021. I was gifted a Class B RV by Mama Willow. Thank you, Mama Willow. Hey, Mama Willow. Hi, Sissy. So Mona, M-O-N-A, is not houseable yet. She's not livable for me the way she is currently. So I am going to be starting to work on her, but also in that accident, I had an injury to the neck, shoulders, back, that kind of thing that I'm dealing with. So I can't do a ton of stuff on my own. So I'm kind of waiting for some help here and there with some stuff, which I should be able to, hopefully, fingers crossed, knocking on wood. This is all like particle board. I don't really have any real wood. But I'm hoping that the couch, which turns into a bed, is going to be able to get lifted up and out so I can pull that carpet out, because that is the first thing that needs to be done before I can do any beautification. So that's a big project that I need help with. The other stuff I can do on my own, but I can't do that other stuff like detail cleaning, when I've got to pull that carpet up and there's dog hair and urine embedded in that carpet. So for me to clean her really good and then pull the carpet out kind of defeats the purpose. So I've basically just been using Mona as a driver. Just drive her. I just drive her around. I take turns driving Mona and Taurus. Yeah, and right now Taurus needs an alternator, so he's acting a little funny on me on occasion. He cut off on me and Miss V the other day, but started right back up. So he does need an alternator. So I don't know if I'm going to even be doing that to him. I don't know if I'm going to do that much repair to him or not. So some people are saying to that question, no, my home. So you did not read the question. I mean, you didn't listen or understand or comprehend the question. It's saying there was no other alternative. So basically your home is not an option. So if their home is not an option, if your home is not an option, they're either going to stay in their home or I guess go in a nursing home. Because it says if your parents became infirm and the only alternative to bringing them into your home was to put them in a nursing home, would you do so? Or maybe I'm reading that wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm not comprehending. It says the only alternative, so I don't understand. But it's all good. I appreciate that. So I'm just going to randomly choose someone. No, actually, oh yeah. Ziamora chose a number. So I'm gonna So Ziamora, can you choose someone from the answers part and have them go ahead and choose a number? And I think that will be the last question for the book of questions. If you're interested in the book that I'm using, it's the book of questions by, Gregory Stock. He also, can't go that far, Crystal. He also has what we use on Freaky Friday, the book of questions, love and sex. And this one was really fun on Friday, Freaky Friday, which is the second Friday of every month, 9 p.m. Eastern. So that's a good one. Unapologetically means let them stay in their home and you move in. That works. That's a good one. I love this one. So Pam is saying that my aunt had to go into a nursing home. I would have taken her to my home, but she needed round-the-clock care. And I think that's what this question is asking. Like, no one's going to be able to take care of someone round the clock like that. You can ask any caregiver that's caring for a family member. It's ridiculously hard. But I was there weekly to check on her. I mean, yeah, you can go visit every day if you want, but I feel like sometimes you need to, sometimes you just need to you need to be separate. You need to be the family member, not the caregiver and the family member. And sometimes it's just hard to do both of those things. Looking for Ziamora. Ziamora, you chose April G. April G, can you give us a number between 1 and 217? And your number will be the last number. Woohoo. That is peppermint tea I'm drinking in case you're curious. I actually did caregiving, live-in caregiving for a woman who had Alzheimer's. And that was hard because I was living with her as a single parent. I mean, there were separate bedrooms and a separate bathroom and everything, but, her house wasn't huge. So it was really difficult to do that, to be and I was just caregiver. I could not have imagined also, being her family member. Like, she's my loved one, so I've got to be family member and being caregiver was enough. Okay, April, thank you for 54. We'll get that answer. Don't forget to put your questions in all cap. They can be general van life questions, nomad questions, or just questions that you want to get to know more about me. All right. 54 says, what is the worst psychological torture you can imagine suffering? Anything causing even minor physical injury should not be considered. So psychological. What is the worst psychological torture you can imagine suffering? I think I've already been through that. Just saying. So I can't imagine anything worse than what I have gone through psychologically in my youth. So thank you for that reminder, Carbon Nomad. Don't forget to like if you're watching on a cell phone. Turn around like this and your chat should drop down and you should see the little thumbs up button. Go ahead and click it if you don't mind, or thumbs down because maybe you don't like this. I don't know. If you're watching the replay, don't forget to hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. And also don't forget, if you're watching the replay, to go down in the comments section and start a conversation or a controversy because, some of y'all like that. Susan says domestic violence. So this says no physical. Yes, their domestic violence can be psychological as well, but this is mostly asking psychological. What kind of psychological torture? That's a really hard one. It's a really deep one too. It's not a very nice one. Okay. I almost feel like losing a child is a little bit of physical, psychological, everything. Like, I feel like it's ugh. Oof. Okay. Abandonment. There you go, Ziamora. Loving someone that does not being married to someone that does not love you back. Yeah. Gaslighting for the win. Ding, 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 ding. Woo, Rosa speaking to my inner soul. Woo. Yes, a child being missing, never knowing where he is and what happened. Yes, definitely. Complete sadness, says paparazzi. Yeah, there is so much, so much. Thank you for that expedition, overlanding nomadic adventures. Thank you for following me. I appreciate that. You met me at RTR in 2018. I don't know. I can't tell by your little profile picture who you are, but I'm glad we met. And I hope it was a good thing that you met me and then I wasn't rude or anything, because I remember that particular RTR being my first RTR. And there were some YouTubers who I was hearing horror stories from people who came to see me or visit me that other YouTubers were being very stuck up. So I hope that your experience with meeting me was not anything negative. And if it was, please allow me to apologize for anything I may have said or done in the moment, because that was a crazy RTR. It was fun, but it was hectic. So, yes. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Darlene. Hey, trust in your process. Oh, here we go. We've got someone who wants to jump on. Hey, Treese, how are you?
Hi.
Yeah, you got to turn your YouTube part off.
I just wanted to jump on real quick. I don't know.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
No, it's not too late. You got a couple minutes.
I tried to get on last week, but I guess I don't know if you didn't see me in the green room or whatever. So.
I don't know. Because it was 2 levels in the waiting room, and I went down to the 2nd level because, bless his heart, the gentleman who kept trying to get on, he was down on the bottom level. And he kept trying to get on, but he was having really bad technical difficulties. So I apologize for that if I did not see you there as well. So I'm so sorry about that. And I'm also getting used to this new platform as well. So, give me a minute.
You're doing really great.
So do you have a question for me you want to ask in person, so to speak?
Well, you put me on the spot. Let me see.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Well, I've been watching your channel now, I believe, about 2 years now. So what would your advice be for someone who wants to maybe sample it out? Because I don't know. I don't know if I want to totally commit to van dwelling, but I might want to try it out, like maybe a month or a weekend or something. What would your advice?
Right. So I would say for that, you're just going to be a camper or a weekend warrior type thing. That's fine. You don't have to be full time. Nobody has to jump into this full time. And I think a lot of people buy into the glitzy, shimmery lifestyle. And they're like, oh, yes, I'm selling everything and I'm doing it. And then they're like, oh, my gosh, what did I do? And then they've sold everything. So, yeah.
Because you don't show all the glitz and stuff. You really show like.
I don't have no glitz to show. I don't have that kind of money. I don't have those. I cannot do that. There is no glitz to show.
Your channel being as real as it is, and that's why I continue to watch it, because I know it's not as glamorous as some of the other channels. So, and it does show the real, like it shows the good, the bad, and people like me, we need to see that if we decide to do something like that. So I do appreciate that. So
thank you. I appreciate you saying that, because that's what I always wanted. Because when I was watching before embarking on it, I did see a lot of those Instagram pretty vans and built out, and I'm like, well, I ain't gonna never be able to do this, but being the kind of stubborn, bullheaded tourist person that I am, I was like, oh, I can do this. I'll do this on a budget. Forget all that. As long as I'm comfortable, I'm good. So I would say for someone, I would say for someone wanting to just try it out and get their feet wet before making a huge investment, see if the vehicle you already have can be somewhat outfitted into some kind of camping vehicle. If it can't, then maybe rent a U-Haul van. or from the Ryder company, or even Enterprise, I think, has vans and trucks and stuff like that. So maybe, or even a minivan. Make sure the seats are able to come out and store the seats in your house while you're gone camping. But do something like that for the weekend or for a week, and just kind of get your feet wet. Put the basics in it. You're not trying to live in it full time. Put the basics: a cooler for your food. Another plastic container for your dry goods, because you don't want, bags and things that are going to allow critters and stuff to get into it. You want something that you can seal up, some kind of plastic Rubbermaid container for food, some kind of cooler for your cold things. I try not to eat too much refrigerated stuff, because I do have a little teeny refrigerator, and even though now I'm moving into the RV, I don't think I'm going to have too much more refrigerated stuff. And then your clothing, make sure you have a comfortable place to sleep, because I know for me, the biggest thing, if you ever went back to that first video showing that first night that Lord, I did not get no sleep, and now I was like, nah, man, this ain't gonna work. So if you can sleep comfortably, you should be fine. The goal is to live out of the vehicle, not in it. You're supposed to be adventuring. So the goal is to get out and do more and enjoy scenery, enjoy nature, enjoy the country, enjoy what it all has to offer. So just make it basic, simple, comfortable place to get some sleep, so you're warm enough, especially if you're going to start in winter. Other than that, get out there and enjoy it. Meet up with other people, go to other places. I know that's kind of hard now in the pandemic, but everyone is migrating out to Arizona right now. There's plenty of space out there to keep, 15 feet apart, let alone 6 feet apart. So you can still get out there and socialize with other nomads. East Coast people tending to go to Florida right now. I don't know how Florida is, because I've never wintered in Florida, so I don't know about that one. But yeah, just try it.
Yeah, I would probably go to Florida, because I'm in Ohio, so that would probably be the closest, place to go as far as warm.
Right. I also suggest people start in the spring and the summer, and start in your state. If you start in spring or summer and you're not going to do it full time, do it in your own state. There's a lot to do in your own state that a lot of people just don't do.
Yeah, I need to look into that. I haven't really found any campsites. I found some in Indiana, so I was considering maybe going there. But as far as Ohio, I don't think I came across any. So I don't know. I'll have to do research on that. But yeah, that sounds good. Take your advice. I have a Ford Explorer, so I don't know if that's a good vehicle to practice in. But
that's an SUV, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you could easily do that. I mean, you would have to get your seats taken out. I don't know if you live in a house, it should be easy to get them in the house. If you're like up in an apartment, you might want to just rent a small storage for a month or something, and just take out all the seats except the driver's seat, and then figure out, okay, where's my bed going to go? And do I need to add any pieces of wood or make a platform for a mattress to sit on, or does your back give you enough room where you can just stick a mattress in the back, without having to be, because you want to be pretty even when you're parking, or at least have your head higher than your feet, because I did that one time too where my feet were higher, and that's not good sleep. So
right, okay,
yeah.
Expedition, thank you for that comment, because my family, they are like, if I say something, they say, why would you want to do something like that? And, a lot of times I don't tell them things until after that.
Right.
They're just very
Thanks for joining. Yes. Do not listen to don't listen to people that have negative things to say. You know yourself, and just go out and do you.
And you know what? I'm learning that. It took me like 30 something years to figure that out. And
it takes us all. Yeah.
I'm doing me. It's my life.
Feel free to email me anytime. All right, no problem.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, guys, we went a few minutes over, so that's going to be our live. I know there were lots and lots of questions and comments in the chat. So if you have a question that I did not get to while I was talking to Treese, please email it to me. It should be up there somewhere, crystal@crystalvanner.com, and I will definitely get that out to you in a Tuesday Q&A question. I thank you guys so much for joining me as always. Don't forget to check out the Vanner Fanner family social community at vffsc.crystalvanner.com. It's also down below in the description box of this video as well. I hope you are enjoying the shorts on YouTube. It's a new thing that they've introduced, and of course, I gotta do it. So So I hope you're enjoying those. If you're on Clubhouse, please let me know and I will look you up. Maybe we can do a Vanner Fanner family room over in Clubhouse. I am waiting for my club to get approved on Clubhouse. So we'll see if that happens. I love you guys so very, very much. Don't forget, be good to yourself, be kind to others, and whatever you are doing, I hope you are enjoying it. I will see you guys next time.